Yo, what's up guys, Classic Con here with another video. So today we're going to look at the Hunter runes that are going to be introduced in the new Classic Season of Discovery that's coming out on the 30th of this month, which is insane. It's super close, so I need to be getting through these so people have got a good idea of what they want to play. But let me tell you something, the Hunters are looking insane. We're going to keep the same format as we have across this entire series, so we're going to start out with the chest runes. And the first one is Master Marks. Increases your critical strike chance by 5% and reduces the mana cost of all your shot abilities by 25%. Just a flat 5% increase to your critical strike chance is insane. And paired with that is going to be a 25% reduction in the mana cost of all of your shots. This is seeming solid straight off the bat. What else we got for chest? Lone Wolf, man. You do a 25% increased damage with all attacks while you do not have an active pet. So if you're not having your pet out, you're getting a flat 25% damage increase to everything. Now this alone just is insane, man. Like, this blows the 5% crit chance and reduced mana cost straight out of the water straight away, as far as I'm concerned. And for the people that don't like the whole pet management system and they're just not fussed about that and they've never liked that part of Hunter, this makes it perfectly viable to play a Hunter without a pet. Next up for the chest rune, guys, we have Cobra Strikes. Your critical hits with shot abilities cause your pet's next 2 special attacks to critically hit. Now, I hope this is as strong as Lone Wolf. It's not going to be in raiding environments because your pets just die instantly, so people are just going to run Lone Wolf, and that's going to make Hunters a lot more viable in raid, and it's going to feel a lot better. But out in the open world and in PvP, I'd like to see this just being as viable as Lone Wolf, because I'd hate to think that there's people that are going to be funneled into playing Lone Wolf when they like the original class fantasy of the vanilla Hunter experience. And next up, guys, we have Exposed Weakness. The ranged criticals increase your attack power by 40% of your current agility for 7 seconds. Now again, I hope they balance this up to the point of Lone Wolf. Otherwise, this is just not going to be viable next to Lone Wolf, and nor is the previous ability. So they need to either bring these up a little bit or drop the percentage flat damage increase of Lone Wolf down. But being careful with that at the same time, because I love that that is an option for Hunters. And I just want all 3 of these to be viable, because all 3 of these are a different play style. One's more revolved around your pet, one's revolved around not having any pet, and one's more revolved around you but having a pet with you. So moving on to leg runes now then, guys, and the first available one is Sniper Training. Your shot abilities gain 30% increased critical strike chance while you have not moved for the last 6 seconds. Honestly, my nerdy ass fucking brain's just ticking with all these abilities trying to work things out. And I can see this being this is going to be super strong in PvE anyway, because in vanilla fights, if you haven't raided in vanilla before, there's barely any movement, so this is just going to be a flat increase that's almost constantly in raiding. Now, as far as PvP goes, as we know, there's a lot of movement in PvP, and even if you've got like a Warsong Gulch going on, you're constantly back and forth, especially on a Hunter, because you're trying to keep the person out of range because you've got the longest range, so you're trying to keep them at range constantly and kiting them. So will you have time to use this ability? And the answer is yes. Go Night Elf, sit in Shadow Melt for 6 seconds, or however long it takes for some unsuspecting prey to start to walk by, and open with a aim shot. GG. Don't forget as well, you are actually able to reach aim shot by level 25, and for the Ashen Vale open world PvP zone that they're introducing, being able to sit there in Shadow Melt and then just aim shot with a arcane shot to follow it is just going to decimate people, honestly. And the next rune available for your legs, guys, is Kill Command. Gives a command to kill, increasing your pet's damage done from special attacks by 60% for 30 seconds. Each special attack done by the pet reduces the damage bonus by 20%. Nice, I like this. Again, for the people that want to run a BM spec Hunter in Classic, this is perfect for you. Next up, guys, another leg rune, and we have Serpent Spread. Targets hit by your multi-shot are also afflicted by your Serpent Sting for 6 seconds. A little bit boring, in my opinion. It's just going to help you put your dot on multiple targets in cleave fights. Other than that, not much. Something a little special here, guys, for the final leg rune, and it is Flanking Strike. You and your pet deal simultaneous instant 100% melee damage. Afterward, your Mongoose Bite and Raptor Strike deal 10% increased damage for 10 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Raptor Strike has a 20% chance to reset the cooldown on Flanking Strike. So melee survival hunters in Classic, maybe, finally. This seems pretty dope to me. Why not? They can always change numbers around a little bit if it's not working too hot. Genuinely, I think this is going to make survival melee hunters viable in Classic, which is fucking great. GG Blizzard. Onto the gloves now then, guys, and the first rune for the gloves is Carve. Sweeping attack that strikes all enemies in front of you for 50% weapon damage. So this is giving melee survival hunters a cleave ability, which will be very welcomed. Great Blizzard, genuinely good job on all of this. Like, this is the third guide that I've done. We've got more to come, guys, so if you're interested in checking out the other classes with me, I'll give you guys a good overview of my thoughts and feelings on each rune. Then make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified when I post the next video, which will be tomorrow. But Blizzard's just nailing this, man. They really are. Apart from Taste of Blood missing from Warriors, which I'll never get over, Warriors are looking solid, Pallies are looking solid, and now Hunters are looking solid, and they're really covering each 3 specs. BM's got good stuff, Marks has got good stuff, and they're making survival the melee spec that it kind of always looked like it was supposed to be, but took 15 years to get there. So yeah, man, big W for Blizzard. And on to the next rune for your glove slot, guys, and it is Beast Mastery. Your pet's damage and health are increased by 30% and its focus regeneration by 80%. In addition, your pet's growl now also taunts the target to attack it for 3 seconds. So Hunter's pets just got way more viable and better in pretty much every single way if you take this talent. So again, big W for Hunters, Beast Mastery Hunters in particular. Next one, guys, we've got a big one here. It's Chimera Shot. You deal 125% weapon damage, refreshing the current sting on your target and triggering an effect. Serpent Sting instantly deals 40% of the damage done by your Serpent Sting. Viper Sting instantly restores mana to you equal to 60% of the total amount drained by your Viper Sting. Scorpion Sting attempts to disarm the target for 10 seconds. This effect cannot occur more than once per 1 minute. Well, this is fucking huge, guys, because... Now this is huge, guys. Not only is it great damaging ability, it also gives you mana back, so it's going to help you sustain your mana pool a lot better in raiding situations. And in PvP situation, you're getting a disarm, and disarms are huge in PvP, especially in Classic. So giving this to a hunter is wild. Finally, but most definitely not least, guys, for the final glove rune, it is Explosive Shot. You fire an explosive charge into the enemy target, dealing 73 to 90 fire damage. The charge will blast the target every second for an additional 2 seconds, cooldown shared with Arcane Shot. So it's Explosive Shot as you'd expect Explosive Shot to be. It's a fun ability to press, bam 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 bam, after it shoots in them. It looks good, it sounds good, and it's a nice button to press. There's no lock and load proc with it, yet. Don't forget, guys, this is just the runes that are available at level 25. We've got a lot more gear slots that we've not got any runes on yet, and that's going to unlock when we go from level 25 to level 40. When we go from level 40 to level 50, there's going to be additional slots unlocked. Even maybe there's going to be new runes for the slots that we already have, or already will have by that point, and then we're going to level 50 and level 60. So at that point, who knows what we'll have? Maybe we'll have lock and load. If so, Explosive Shot is going to be awesome. But for now, I'll stick to Chimera Shot. And that's it for this video, guys. If you're interested in seeing more of these and you want to stay up to date with everything Classic, whether that's Classic Cataclysm, Classic Season of Discovery, or any other Classic news that might be coming out, then subscribe, hit the bell notification, throw me a like, let me know that you're enjoying these videos, and I'm going to keep you guys posted on everything Classic. Next one of these coming up, guys, is going to be the Rogue. Until then, peace.